Hello guys, this is Ron. In this tutorial we will be making a bookmark application. For that, let us create a new project. I'll be naming it as bookmark and I'll set the target as 2.3.3. Now give the package name whatever you want and hit finish. Now first let us edit the layout. Now what you can do is add two buttons so that when you click on it your internet will open, or what you can do is add an image button so that you can set an image on that button to recognize which button will be opening which of the site. I'll add one button and one image button to show the difference between both. Now it is asking for an image. We don't have any, so let us first add an image in our resources folder. I have downloaded two icons. Now please name them something which doesn't have any space in it. It only has characters from A to Z, otherwise it will give an error. Now copy this to the workspace in the resources folder. I'll be adding it to two folders, HDPI and MDPI. Now go return to Eclipse and delete the image button which you have added. Now add a new image button. Still it is not giving me any image, so I need to refresh our project. Also what you can do is go to project and hit clean. Now again delete this image button and add a new image button. Now it is giving me the options. First I will be adding in Google Play, which is our Android market, and the second button we need to edit its properties, so I'll go to the properties and I'll set its background as YouTube. Now you can see that the button has resized to the size of the icon, but in case of image button it has taken whole size of the button. This is the difference between both. And also you can see that there is an text written on the button which you cannot see on the image button. Now we don't want text, so we can remove it. Now you can make your own layout by using your creative mind. I'll be adding just two of the bookmarks. You can add as many as you want. Now there are different ways of doing it. I'll be showing it in the Paint. What you can do is, if this is your screen, set the first layout orientation as horizontal so that you can add two vertical layouts in it, and you can add as many buttons as you want. In it. Also, if you want to add more buttons, you can start a new activity by creating a button over here saying next, and you can go to a different activity and add as many buttons as you want. Now I will be adding only two buttons. I know this is not looking good, but to save time I will be making it look this way. Now we need an ID for our button as well as our image button. For button I will be giving ID as YouTube. I'll write U, and for our Google Play I'll be writing GP. Now let us save this file and open our Java file. I'll close the properties. Now to define the button and an image button as we have done before. Now our button is the YouTube, and our image button is Play. You can name anything. Now you know that we need to give them their IDs, so I'll write r.id. The first one is the YouTube, its ID is YOUU, and for the image button it is same as that of the button. Now its ID is GP. Now we need to set an on-click listener for both. This also we have done a number of times. For that you need to write u.set on-click listener, and what we have done before is wrote new on-click listener, and we were defining a new function for our on-click listener. But in this project I will be writing this so that it calls the same activity, which is the bookmark activity. Same I will be writing for the image button. So that both these buttons when clicked will be calling our bookmark activity. Now it is giving me an error because it doesn't know what to do when a button is clicked. When you hover your mouse on that, the last option is let bookmark activity implement on click listener. Click on that so that this gets added. Now it is saying that there isn't any unimplemented methods which you can implement when a button is clicked. So just click on add unimplemented methods. Now here it is. It says on click view v. Now it is v is just an variable of type view. You can rename it as anything you want. I will be renaming it as ABC. Now what we have to do is we need a switch case because we have two buttons. If you had only one button you don't need a switch case. I will be using it. And what we will be switching is the IDs of the buttons because every button has its unique ID. So I will be writing abc dot get ID so that it gets the ID when a button is clicked. Now put an opening and closing brace. Now first case will be our button, which is YouTube. So I will write r.id dot. Please remember you give the IDs over here, which is U and GP and not the play and U. So the first ID is U. Put an colon. And what you have to do when an YouTube button is clicked, you need to open the Internet Explorer. So you'll be wondering that we need to add an permission in our Android manifest file, but as our project is not using internet, it is opening internet as a different activity, so we don't need any permission in our Android manifest file. Now if you have watched my previous videos, we used intent in our splash activity, so we'll be using an intent. Now we have to use the intent because we are going to start a new activity. Now the new activity is not created by us, it is the Internet Explorer. So I will be writing start activity. Now it is asking for an intent, we don't have, so we will be writing a new intent. I have told at that time that we can use this string action URI, which is related to internet. At that time we had used only the string, but now we will be using the string action and URI because we need to open an internet application. Now it is asking for the action. Our action is android dot intent dot action dot view. View is in capital, and our URI will be of type URI. So I will be writing URI dot. Now we will be requiring a string which will be the address of our site. So there is only one method which you can see it over here, which is the parse, which takes input as a string. So I will be using that. Now it is asking for a string. Now the string will be our website URL. Now for YouTube, I will be giving the URL as our YouTube channel. So just copy the address and paste it over here and put a semicolon after that. Now we need to write the action in double quotes. So you can see that this start activity will open the browser and our YouTube channel. Also you need to write break after this so that it doesn't go to the next case. Now our second case is r.id.gp. In this we need to start a different activity. Though it is an internet browser, but it will be opening a new website. So I will again have to write all this. A new intent of type string action and URI. The action will be same. Android.intent dot action dot view, and our string you can give directly over here as it is given in the above case, or what you can write is URI dot, you can take it from the resources, that is our res folder, and from that in the strings. So I'll be writing get resources sys dot get the string. Now it is asking for an ID, so I'll be defining a new ID, r dot string dot website, and put a semicolon. Now you need to define a string in our strings.xml which is having its name as website. So go to string.xml, copy one of the line, paste it down over here. Now its name should be website. Should contain the address of our Google Play. So I'll be copying the address, paste it over here. Now just save this file. If you go to our main Java file, the error has gone. Now these are two different ways of starting the same activity. What you can do is give the website URL directly, or you can save it in the strings.xml and give it. Now you need to write break over here again. Now you can add as many switch cases as you want. If you are having 6, 7, 8, as many bookmarks as you want. Just save this file and we'll be running this project. Run as an Android application. Now this will open our emulator. Now if you look at console, it is saying waiting for home. If it doesn't open, you can redo it. Now it is installing. So here is our application. If you click on the YouTube, see it has opened the browser and it is going to youtube.com. Here it is, our channel. If you hit the back key, which is the hard key on your mobile, it will again go to your application. See, here it is. And now if you click on the Google Play button, it will go to the Google Play. Now again if you hit the back key, it will go to our project. Now if you don't want our project back when we hit the back key, you can just write finish before writing break. See, here it is. I'll write finish. Same I'll be writing for the first case. Finish is a function which will kill your activity once the browser is opened. That is written over here. Then it will finish and then break. So if you save this file and rerun the application, now if you click on one of the buttons, it will go to the browser, but when I hit back, it will go to our home screen. So this is it. Thank you.